Good morning folks, and welcome back to the MCM Outdoor Show. It's the 3rd of March and I'm heading off on a winter wild camp. I've checked out the weather in the Lake District, which is my destination for today, and on the high summits it's forecast to be with wind chill -15, snow showers, hail showers with the possibility of thunder and lightning. So I'll have to play that aspect by ear. I'm going to slot off to the South Lakes. Got my Hilleberg Soulo, and it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm waking up doing what I love best while camping, being out in the mountains. So can't get better than that. I've got a nice little special beer, so I'm going to head up to the lakes and I'm going to hope for some tasty weather conditions. Got to stop saying that. Interesting weather conditions, and I hope it's going to be an enjoyable video. Let's get to our destination. Tempting though it is, I'm resisting the urge, and no, for once we're not doing red screes, we're going opposite, up along here, and we'll see what this holds. Welcome back to the Lake District. Bit of rain, bit of weather heading in. Edge. Weather been okay, been quite lucky really. There's intermittent snow showers and they're meant to increase a bit later on, so I'm going to find a place to pitch, hopefully looking out across that area. What a great place to just sit and watch and take it all in. It's absolutely fantastic, the beauty of wild camping. What a great day. What a mountain day this is turning out to be. I'm having some good luck. bag massively overloaded. It was designed for that if needs be. So we've got a bit of wind around. What we're going to want to do is secure our tent. First things first, just undo a guy line. Get that anchored to your pack. Strong gust of wind. You've lost an expensive tent. Carabiner on your rucksack, and that's your insurance policy against losing your tent when you're pitching it up in these winds. It's not going anywhere. Right folks, that's the tent pitched up, all done. It's looking nice and secure. We've got all the guys out. There's some squally winds, so just pays to be on the safe side. I'm going to be checking these a few times throughout the night, obviously before I go to bed. And if the winds stay like this, I'm not sure I'm going to get that much sleep anyway. But that's half the fun. You don't come out wild camping in winter in the winds to get a good night's sleep. It's just for the experience. So I'm pleased with how that looks. Now I'm going to get my gear in and make it like right. So it's the first time I've done this in practice, but I've talked on my solo review video that you can clip away the inner to give you a bit more space when you're getting things out your bag. But conditions like this is, you know, what it's designed for. I've clipped the inner off these points here and just moved it out of the way just to allow me to get my bag in, just give me some more room just to get organized and get my sleeping stuff set up just out of these conditions. It's pretty just squally conditions, you know. We're going from like sunny spells to, you know, strong gusts of wind and snow and sleet flurries, but it's very cozy just being in my tent here. I'm confident in this shelter. I've used it in some tough conditions and it just gives you a nice sense of security, even though we're on an exposed pitch, and I could have put it somewhere a bit more sheltered. I wanted to, you know, have a bit of a testing night in it just for a bit more of an adventure. I'll show you my view. Look at that. That is what it's all about. Just the sound of the ice on the fabric of the fly sheet and those views. How about that? If this isn't a good way to spend the last night of being 37, what is? Let's get this pack in, out the rack. sleeping mat's quite, well, it's 3/4 length. I didn't even look at it, and it's tiny, so a little bit disappointing, but well, these winds are really whipping up. Yeah, I did check the mountain weather forecast and it did say 35 to 40 mile an hour winds, but they're really whipping up, so we should be okay. But they weren't forecast to be mega strong, 'cause, you know, although I do like to push myself, I'm not stupid. So yeah, let's hope they don't get much above that. We've got most of our things in now. My bag's empty. Just closed the top lock down just to stop snow and stuff blowing into it. Got a few bits in the lid here. First aid kit. This is what we've got for tea. A minced beef hot pot. Sleeping bag there. Sleep mat that we're sat on. The Cascade Wild table, which you've seen on various review videos by Valley and Peak. If we go into the side pockets of the pack, we have, what do we have? Some treats, some mountain treats. We've got a sticky toffee pudding. Got a nice IPA, a hookerback, an IPA. Something a bit special from the London Beer Factory. Look at that, a big milk stout, vanilla and cow nib imperial stout, 7.5%. So that should be nice. That's the birthday treat. I want to get everything in now and tied down, because these winds are picking up and this wasn't forecast. Well, these winds are really whipping up, and I don't think I'm going to get much sleep. It's only just past 3 o'clock, so I might just get a hot drink on the go and kill 20 minutes. So let's do that. It's just been one gust then, and I felt like the tent was ripped in half. That's what you need, look at that. Nice, rich, velvety mocha. I'll tell you what. I'm absolutely sick of this weather. I don't think I'm alone in saying I'm fed up. Wind and rain, it's all we've had for about 2 months. Absolutely sick and tired of it. You know, I don't mind, look at it, and it just goes quiet again. I don't mind a bit of snow and ice, but just, you know, constant wind and rain, it's terrible. Oh, that's nice though. I'm just praying that this dies down a little bit. I know the tent can handle it, and I'm sort of regretting not putting it in a less exposed pitch now, but I just won't get any sleep. It would be nice to get some sleep. Absolutely ridiculous. Well folks, the good news is that this wind is now actually dying down, so that's great. I've just checked the mountain weather forecast again, and it's not going to be bad tomorrow either, so it looks like it's decreasing. all night into tomorrow. So I'm going to get out the confines of this tent. I've been holed up in here for a few hours, and I'm now going to go and explore my surroundings a bit more, get a few more pictures and some footage, and then by the time we come back, probably be time to have some tea. Well, that looks better, doesn't it? Cloud base is lifted a bit as well. Let's go and have a mooch.
Don't answer the phone, spending the days on my own, then repeats this for weeks to come. I don't care what I miss, 'cause my life is dismissed. I keep searching for my bliss. It took days to finally start writing songs, but now it's begun. I go
So the weather's starting to close in again now. It's just starting to sleet and snow. I've had a nice wander around and getting cold hands again. So it's time to retreat back into the warmth of the tent. Right, it's time to have tea. We're on ultra battery conservation, so I'm going to have this, show you what it looks like. Well, you've actually seen it on the Pendle Hill video, and then I'm going to start off with this one. Losing the light. So it's time to eat some food. It's absolutely Baltic now, and I need to preserve this battery just for some filming in the morning and obviously signing off on the video. So it's going to be short and sweet. Tea, a few beers. I'll be taking in the last of the light and then hitting the hay. So obviously another use for this insulator pouch is to keep your meals that you're rehydrating warm whilst they are actually rehydrating. I've got a plastic bag I can put it in as well, just to make sure there's not going to be any leaks, but this has got a press seal at the top, so I'm just going to seal that away in there and leave it for 10 minutes now. Okie dokie, first of the pre-birthday beers. Just while that meal's doing its thing, it's a Hookerback IPA. Don't ask me what an IPA is, but it says it's juicy, it's 5.5%, and it's hazy. It also says salt on the front, from the Salt Beer Factory. So it's a microbrewery. It's a 5.5%, and there's not some kind of, there's no elaborate. Okay, Hookerback IPA. Strong linen cotton fabric with a rough surface for toweling and glass cloths. That's what Hookerback is. There you go, learn something new every day. And the IPA is a golden, juicy and hazy. What the hell's an IPA? Aggressively hopped and intensely fruity. North European India. I have no idea. I may well have just made myself look absolutely ridiculous on YouTube, but there you go. Slight hiss. Crisp, clean break. It is very, very hazy. Good thing about being up here is I'm not going to get coronavirus, am I? Loads of scaremongering on the news when I was driving up here. Anyway, diversion. Oh, grapefruit. Absolute grapefruit. Very, very strong grapefruit. Oh, that's sublime. It's like alcoholic lilt. Oh, that's unreal. That is really nice. Very, very nice indeed. It's a strong 8 out of 10. It's from Booths. It's lovely. It's got like a meaty aftertaste, an initial grapefruit and gooseberries. Absolutely lovely. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy my meal, and then we're going to finish on the big milk stout. I'm not going to conserve the battery. Speak to you in a bit. Cheers, folks. Righty ho, very quick tales from the tent. This is the special one. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm 38, so there you go. I know I only look about 25, but yeah, these cold weather wild cams take it out on your face. So it's a big milk stout from the London Beer Factory. I mean, the can just looks amazing. 7.5% vanilla and cacao nib imperial stout. This is what it says: luxuriousness over a soft wholesome stout brewed with lactose for a rich creamy body. This stout stands fast as a modern global interpretation of the style. Vanilla notes give way to a cacao nib bite with plenty of roasted chocolatey flavour, full bodied and robust. So it's nicely chilled. It's been in this cold air for a few hours. Oh, could hear that in Penrith. Right, it's a peeler. Oh, it's satisfying, strangely satisfying, and it's like I'm looking into, it's the Bog of Eternal Stench off Labyrinth. That's the colour of it. It's just thick black, you can't see through it. Oh, on the nose, it's just chocolate. Chocolate, coffee. Here we go. And this is from Tesco. Oh my God. That is absolutely lovely. I'm not exaggerating it. That is up there with the waffle and blueberry stout. That is unbelievable. It's like a dessert. Absolutely lovely. It's like rich, decadent, milky, creamy, vanilla. That is honestly a dessert. You could serve that in a flaming dessert bowl. Just stick a straw in it and you're good to go. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad it was so nice because I've been waiting to have that for a while. So it's a fitting end for the first night, or the last night of being 37. But a cracking wild camp, cracking day on the hill. We've had some difficult weather conditions. It's calmed down a little bit, and it's not raining. So it's going to be a nice, cold, crisp night. Should have a nice morning. What have I got to enjoy this with? A humble Kit Kat. Don't ever underestimate the benefits of a Kit Kat when you're wild camping in the Lake District on your own in winter. They cheer you up, these. So this is great. I'm going to enjoy this, conserve the last of the battery, and I'll bring you back in the morning, and I'll speak to you then. Morning folks, it's 5:30. It's -2, and I'm just getting a quick brew on. As you can see, I'm going to warm up, get packed up. Happy birthday to me. It wasn't the best night's sleep. It was very cold indeed. This sleeping bag's not the best in terms of cold rating, and that sleep mat just doesn't do it. We're going to need a Neo Air X therm at some point, but we get a nice warming drink on and hopefully catch the sunrise. Most of the things inside of here are just frozen. Very cold night, but good fun. Won't be long before the sun's up. We're just going to get the final bit of packing away done, get the tent down, and then we'll head back to the car. So the snow has all turned to ice overnight. As frozen solid, as have my boots. Just getting the final bits out. At least it's not raining, and the sun starting to come up over there. This flaming pegs out, the all frozen solid into the ground. Let's get that. Right folks, that's me done on this one. Brilliant wild camp, and I've woken up on my birthday to this. What a way to wake up, it's the way to do it. I've had a great time. If you've liked this video, please make the small gesture, just give it a thumbs up. Like I've said, it costs nothing, just do that. Gives the video a thumbs up and it helps me out on YouTube, so I'd appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber to MCM Outdoor Show, consider subscribing to the channel. There's going to be lots more things like this, gear reviews, day camps, hammock camps, everything to do with the outdoors, because I absolutely love it. If you're on Facebook, we have got a group over there full of like-minded people. If you want any advice and tips, or just to share, you know, stories and pictures of the great outdoors, come and join us. Everyone's more than welcome. On Instagram, there's an MCM Outdoor Show Instagram feed as well. I'm going to head back down to the car now, go and warm up. I've got frozen feet. But I've got lots of good memories, and I'll always remember this one. And like I say, what a spectacular place to wake up. There's no trace where I've been other than some melted snow, and all my litter has obviously come out with me. So I'll see you on the next adventure. Like I say on every video, go and enjoy it. It's our great outdoors. Go and write your own adventure. See you on the next one, everyone, and take care.